This is an Odelet. An Odelet is a short ode. I hope you know what an ode is. It's a poem, and it is titled "The Journey to the Beyond and Back." So this is quite a journey, because this is the journey that we all have to make, and we are making, as you will hear it. It all starts in the very beginning, at the very beginning of everything. It takes you through your evolution, through your reincarnation periods, through the involution of going through the stages of enlightenment, and finally to the end, where you end up. It's the journey to the beyond and back, an Odelet of everyone. Now, in the beginning, a man starts as air. What consciousness is that? Fortunately, this only lasts for uncountable ages. There is no rush. You made time endless, so uncountable ages doesn't really last that long. The airman likes to sleep, so time passes quickly. He breezes through being one gas after another, until someone higher up puts his elements together so he can become a rock. Then every kind of rock. What kind of dimmest consciousness does the rock man have? A tiny bit more than when he was the airman. He just doesn't sleep as sound. Don't try to imagine that. The rock has no imagination. You can't imagine what no imagination is like. Thank the Lord he made it to rock. Someone up there must really love you. Have you ever thought of loving air or a rock? They're something too. So what if they're in a rock body? But the great lover, who is in everyone and everything, likes air, rock, and metal. So the next step was to become metal. But how? When the Great One comes, he gives everything a push forward, like it or not. Look how a rock sleeps. It doesn't move. You can't see it, but Rock Man's dimmest consciousness is shifting to the metal in the rocks. This is a bit shocking if you're a rock asleep. Your infinitesimal consciousness got its first tiniest wake-up call. The push is good for you. You'll thank him later. Now Metal Man is hard and solid, like rock. Just like rock has shape and form, not like air. So Metal Man can be a little flexible and pliable, not brittle like when he was a rock. Don't sell him short. This is a big advance for him. It took a long time for him to make this much progress. So what if he is asleep? At least his sleep is not as deep as a rock. He will just wait it out till the Lord of Love comes again to give the next push. The Lord of everything loves plants. It's now time to become alive, starting with microscopic plants to the tallest trees, and with all the vegetation and most complex plant organisms that live. Evolution is great. I am Plant Man. I like to sleep and be in one spot, like my rock and metal self. But now I have sensation. I feel the heat of the sun, the movement of growing and bending in the wind. And oh yes, sex too, making lots of new plants like me. I am able to dream for the first time. I am so comfortable in my little dream. I hope a fire doesn't come. That would be a very disturbing sensation. The next step is a big one. You can move around on your own power now. You're not going to be able to sleep as much. This is a very different kind of kingdom you're about to enter into. This is the insect, worm, reptile, fish kingdom. It's all here for you to become. You'll do it all. Sensation in the plant kingdom was just a start for being alive. Now it's the law of the jungle. You're going to have to be awake. Your dreams are now of being evolutionary man. This dream is much more organized and real. You're semi-conscious. You can feel fear, lust, hunger, instinct. You can even express caring, protection, and feeding of young and being with your group. You're equipped and programmed to be a predator or a plant eater. You've come a long way, baby, from being the plant man. This push is the beginning of your entry into the big leagues. Nothing like it before. The boss means business here. This is tough love, but you'll get through it and rise to great heights as a bird. You're really going to like this push. He loves birds. You have wings, you can fly. This is fun. You can play for the first time. The chase is on. Your vision is sharper than ever. Your senses are more developed. You feel so much more alive. Your energies have increased tremendously since you were insect, reptile, fish man. Now you're more awake than asleep. You're still semi-conscious. You think you're a bird in your dreaming. In this kingdom, there are so many kinds of birds. You will go through them all. It will take a long time. By the time you are finished with being Birdman, it will be time for the Great Awakener to come again to keep waking you up. Your next leap in his evolutionary plan will be huge. He has great plans for you. Like the great artist that he is cutting and molding you to become human. The animal kingdom was designed for this, but you have to wake up more. All the attributes of a human is gradually being carved into your consciousness. You are still dreaming in your animal forms. You can't help it. From my plant self to my animal self, I was at the same time developing a mental body and a subtle body of energy, the energy to move and the mind to think and feel. Now I am Animal Man. My senses are fully developed. They are fully functional. My instincts are razor sharp like never before. I feel great. I can play the game of life and death better than ever. My awareness is more acute. I can be loving, caring, sharing, and I can have family. I am passing through all the animal forms. My consciousness has grown so much. I feel a great urge. I am ready now for a new jump that is greater than all the previous ones combined. This is what you have been waiting for, what you have planned for me from the beginning. At last you have made me ready for what is to come. I have reached the end of the evolutionary road. Again, you are entering the world stage. The push is on. This is the final leap from finite to infinite consciousness. I awaken from the semi-consciousness of the last animal form to the fully awake human form. I am human. Everything I could do in all the lower subhuman kingdoms, I can do fully awake now. I have the razor-sharp consciousness. It makes the dream of me being human look so intense and real. I can question. I can answer. I have intellect. I can reason. I can plan. I have self-awareness and individuality. I know I am me. I exist. I am amazing. And I can know it. You took me from animal to human, from deep unconscious sleep to full consciousness. Your gift is the greatest. It was worth all the joys and pain of the evolutionary path to achieve this wondrous human body. Atom by atom, you built these bodies for me to live in, so the jewel of my consciousness would grow under your guiding and nurturing hand. You are beyond thanks, but not beyond my love. But alas, you have not finished with me. Now I see the master craftsman that you are. You build my awareness through endless dreams, from airman to human. You designed uncountable mental impressions to make these dreams real for me, so I could wake up gradually from my original deep sound, unconscious sleep. Now that I am fully awake, you have a new work to do. Like a sculptor, you must chisel, grind, cut away the mind impressions that hide the jewel of my conscious soul. All these dreams that built my consciousness now have to be scrapped. Their purpose is fulfilled. But wait, I love my dreams. Power, sex, riches, sex, 5 senses, fame, envy, greed, family, children, all the good and bad that the mental body consists of. I can't give that up. It took ages to acquire these abilities to make me what I am. But the master craftsman is compassionate and patient. He made himself beautiful and adorable to our eyes. He made himself wonderful to our mind and feelings. He made himself helpless and vulnerable so we can love him like a parent loves a child. He appealed to our very soul, to our deepest beliefs. For this we would do anything, even give up what is most dear to us, even our own binding mind, with all its contents, just to please him, so he could do what he came for, so he could take us on the journey beyond imagination and dreams. But how? And so it started again. With the almighty power of his great love, he again pushed us, spinning us around the universe. He knew we could not accomplish what he wanted in a lifespan of a single body, so he made our one endless life enter and leave one body after another. To me, it looked like I was living many lives, each time picking up where I left off. I was gradually wearing out the mental impressions that built my consciousness. There was a way to make me free from the bondage of the mind container. Cute little baby chicken. The eggshell was your home. It was there that you became what you are. Without it, you would not be here. Now you want to get out. It has served its purpose. You want to be free and live your life, never to go back inside the shell that made you. Now look at me, inside the mind mold. My consciousness grew from none to full. Now this mental place is filled with endless chains of every thought and emotion. All the pains and joys repeat themselves over and over again. I am bound by the dreams of this mind. I yearn to break out of this spell-binding attraction that grew my consciousness. It served its purpose. I must break free to live my real life, never to go back into that shell again, except maybe to free others like you do. Round and round I go, life after life. I'm a servant, I'm a beggar, I'm a man, I'm a woman, an artist, businessman, musician, a lover, a king, a scientist, a beautician, a prostitute, a bricklayer, a pope, a fireman, a banker, a policeman, a teacher, a robber, a seeker, a disciple, a con man, a soldier, a doctor, a humanitarian. On and on I go. I'm living every life. I will keep doing this till all these mental impressions that keep me in this circle begin to wear out. There is so much to experience between lives, heavens and hells, other worlds, places, states of awareness. So many dreams for me to visit, so many dreams for me to pursue. I have been loving this. It is all I know, but somehow there must be more. This is not enough. Something is missing. But what? So you hear the call again. All of life feels the urge to move on. Now you must come again to do what you alone can do. No longer will you be giving me the push. Instead, you will be opening the door. How do you do that? A new door. Something never before done. This door is in me, not out there. Something wonderful is happening. Such beautiful sounds. I never knew such music could be heard. I'm hearing it with a different ear. I'm following these sweet sounds. They're coming from somewhere in me. How can this be? This never happened before. These sounds are coming out of my heart. They're filled with love for you. All I want to do is follow what I hear. I want to find where you are, that you can make such celestial music. I feel it. It is new and enchanting sounds. I only want to hear it. It is so ecstatic. It fills me with wonder. Like waves, it comes to me. I'm entering a new world. This first plane of experience is only beautiful. The people are filled with light and such wonderful song. This rhythm is always changing and fresh. I can touch it. The landscape here is vast and gorgeous. Every color, shape, and form has its own charming sounds. The whole world is music. How can you tell the deaf what it is to hear this? You cannot enter this world till the door is opened. At last, after all these ages, you have opened this first door of divine imagination. I want to get lost in it, never to leave the sounds of love manifesting. This subtle world of vibrating energy makes it easy to do things I could only dream of before. There is no weight. I move with my will. Distance is covered in a moment. Time is what you make of it. Shape of body and form is fluid. You can look like what you want. There is no end to so many hearts in love, joining together and playing like so many notes in a symphony. Who would not want to live in this place? Not me. Just when I thought there was no better place in all the heavens, you came again and opened the second door. This energy pouring through that door contains the brightness of 1,000,000 suns, but it is a different eye that sees it. Again, the attractive force is your light. You are beautiful. Nowhere have I seen such loveliness to meet my sight. This is a world of visions, real and intense. No one can understand the bliss I feel in this light. This is the Nur, light divine, such happiness, such an expansion of powers, abilities, union with others, a plane where souls merge in the light of love. This is the plane of the divine dream, more real than any place I have ever been. Vast horizons, a universe of worlds filled with life. This bliss is filled with knowing. I didn't know this bliss contained knowledge too. Such awareness. The clouds of mental impressions are thinning out. I know you're there behind them. Your light is coming through. The more it thins, the better I see. But there are still so many, but nowhere near as much as before. Still, this place is too beautiful. I will never want to leave it. I'm happier here than I could ever have imagined for myself. Just when I thought I will be here forever, you came again and opened a new door. This third door was a new plane for my infinite consciousness to view. Angelic beings, so beautiful. This cosmos is filled with life. People are angels that can be anywhere in a moment. How can my soul be so vast to contain all this? My heart is bursting with love. All this is in me. It has no end. This cosmos is pure energy of every kind. It plays me like a song. I sing with it. I love it. My love for you has increased 1,000-fold. I want to find you, but my mind is filled with delights and light and intense dreams of every kind. There are true powers here, anything you want. Yet I'm not all powerful, nor can I see the source of this great power. Miracles would be child's play here. These energies are the breath of life in this realm. How can I not be a god? Maybe I am God. Maybe I found the truth. I am Energy Man. Just as I was crowning myself with the power of my soul, wondering if I became God, you came. Once again, a new door is opened. This time, when I went through, I saw the source of all power. I was it. For the first time, I became the energy I saw. I was in control of it. I was able to do anything with energy. This was the power of all life. Surely I must be God now. Look at me. How could it be otherwise? I knew I could create a world or destroy it. Any wish was instantaneously materialized in this realm. All the lower planes of energy and all their inhabitants, I could know their thoughts. I was amazing even to myself. I had ascended to the core of where all things are possible. My infinite consciousness now identified as Energy Man. What a dream I was having. I will never give this up. This is real. I am omnipotent. I began to think of destroying the whole universe with all its inhabitants and making a new one to my own design. Like a drunkard, I lost all reason. I had control of energy, but not of mind. My desires were intense. I could not control them. I was staggering on the brink of my own destruction. I could take a terrible fall back to the beginning of evolution, back to the deep unconscious sleep. I had only to unleash the unlimited power at my command. Such a reaction it would have on me. It would undo the mental impressions that was holding my consciousness together. I would short-circuit all I had gained. I was all-powerful energy, but I needed to be saved from myself. But then it happened again. He came and opened the door to the mental world. Such love. I entered this fifth door and forgot that I was energy. I was no longer energy man. I became the mind of all things and beings. In this place I was safe. I could never fall here. I was the master of thoughts. I could inspire millions of souls. No desire would ever again be able to rule me. I could give any dream to anyone. They would live it. I could protect and enrich anyone by inspiring their minds. I was the mind. My identity is the mind. Every beautiful idea or thing is shaped by what I think. It is cosmic thoughts. Most wonderful of all, I could raise another to my state if I so desire. This is the place where imagination is created. My body is made of thoughts, more real than any object or form in the world of matter or energy. Consciousness is unclouded by desire. This is the most vast place. Thoughts that create endless space weave and dance together. A symphony of impressions. Music is an idea here. Light is an idea. All wonders, anything beautiful that can be thought is made here. Nothing dies. Everything lives always. To come here, you know the source. You are the friend of the one who opens doors. Certainly, I have entered the final door. This must be the Godhood, such a place as this where imagination begins. But wait, who is that? Of course, there is more to go. The sixth door is one that few can ever enter, and you opened it for me. For this first time, I am able to see you, Lord of my heart. I am looking at the beloved. The glories of the universal thinking mind cannot enter here. All thought is left behind. I am not that. You are everything. I see you. I woke up to see you, find you, love you. I am now pure feelings, master of where feelings are made. There are no thoughts here, but I can create the feelings for others to think and act on. No one can resist what I make them feel. The infinite love from you passes through me. I am the prison it emerges from, a spectrum of every feeling. I can direct it anywhere to anyone. I can divide up the infinite love from the source. I am the master of desires. But I only desire you. I want you. I love you. I need you. I see you there. What is this gulf that separates us? I am but a speck compared to your endlessness. You are pure consciousness. You are the bliss, power, the knower. You are the existence of everyone. There is nothing you are not. You are my everything, my fulfillment. I want to merge into your embrace. You are even beyond my mind and desire. You are the source I was looking for that started me on my journey from sleep to wakefulness. How could I ever resist you? How could I ever want anything else? You are the love I have been searching for from the beginning. My darling beyond the heavens, there you are. I am on fire with love for you. You are the door opener. But then there is this gulf. I am finite. You are infinite. How can I cross it? There is no limit to this distance. No one can help me. They are all trapped with me on this side, be they in stone or mental form. We are all in finite land. I cannot see a way to you. There is no way for me. There is only a way for you. Come to me, my love, lest I suffer the eternal torment of our separation. Only you can open this last and only real seventh door. I see it now, everything happening for this real moment when we could become one. My drop consciousness, my me, wants to return home to your infinite ocean of consciousness where I came from, to live the life I was destined for, free, knowing the beloved of all. And so it happened, just as it is written, you came to me when I could not go to you. You took me across this timeless, endless gulf that separated us to become what you are. My dreaming fulfilled is now ended. I was never anything but you. I am awake now forever, the beloved of all. Now I will tell you the secret, how you took me across the gulf that was so impossible to cross. It was easy for him. He was everywhere already. There was no gulf for him. He cooled my burning desire for him till the gulf of separation disappeared. Then instantly we became one. Lover and beloved was no more. Only love existed as the almighty attractive force everywhere. It may interest you to know that I hear your calls from the air man, stone and metal man, from the insect, worm, reptile, and fish man, from the bird and animal man, and from the human. From all the kingdoms of life everywhere, wanting to move on to the next level. The call is out to give the evolutionary pushes and the doors to be opened for the planes of energy and mind. Men in every body and form, in every state of being, all wanting to move on and come back to me, consciously or just by urge, unconsciously. Everyone wanting to better themselves. So I will be back, even though I'm not going anywhere, to do what I ordained for you. If you want to know who I am, it is simple. I am the divine beloved who loves you more than you could ever love yourself. I am God. Now you've taken the journey that we're on.